The U.S. Supreme Court has effectively ended the student loan forgiveness program that was announced by President Biden last year. The court made its decision to strike down the plan this morning, and Channel 8's Matthew Mittleider has more now.
The Supreme Court was once again divided 6-3 in their decision to strike down President Biden's $400 billion student loan forgiveness plan. This means once loan repayments restart again this fall, borrowers will have to repay the full amount of their loans. Under Biden's plan, up to $10,000 of student debt would have been covered for anyone earning less than $125,000 a year. It would have also forgiven $10,000 more for anyone who received Pell Grants. The court held that the Biden administration overstepped its authority and would need Congress's endorsement before going forward with such a plan. But President Biden says he's going to keep trying.
I'm not going to stop fighting to deliver borrowers what they need.
The court's decision rejected arguments that a bipartisan 2003 law dealing with student loans provided Biden the authority to go forward with the plan. Nebraska Attorney General Mike Hilgers says he supports the Supreme Court's decision. He says it's important to remember the separation of powers between the branches of government, no matter what the issue is.
I know what it's like. I was there. My wife and I had two sets of student loans when we first got married. I understand the struggle. But I would say beyond that, there is a right way and a wrong way under our system of government, and the ends don't justify the means. The right way is to go through Congress.
The court's three dissenters said today's decision overrides the judgment of the legislative and executive branches of government and would eliminate forgiveness for millions of Americans.
43 million Americans are hurt. And the people who are hurt most today are people who don't come from families with money. People from low-income families who sought an education. That's who's really hurting today.
The Biden administration says 26 million people had already applied for relief under his program. The cost would have been about $400 billion over 30 years. Reporting in Lincoln, Matthew Mittleider, Channel 8 News.
Loan repayments had already been on hold for nearly 3 years since the start of the pandemic, but following the Biden administration's agreement to raise the debt ceiling earlier this summer, payments will now resume in late August.